just gonna sit there. Just gonna sit there, Ruben. Okay. So, I wanted to film this video quite a while ago. Well, since Ruben has left, I guess we will move you a little farther over then. Goodness me. I wanted to film this video a little while ago because, there were some things that, well, first of all, it's been forever since I've even filmed a video for this channel. And, I am kind of sad about that, if I'm being perfectly honest, because that is not the intention that I wanted at all. Basically what I wanted to talk about was, and I think I might have briefly mentioned this already, but I felt like since the Princess Race is coming up quite literally this weekend, now's what better time than now, right? So what I wanted to talk about is basically give you a little bit of encouragement if you're also going through this, is that life doesn't wait for plans. You can plan to do this, that, and the other thing, but life will do its own thing. This time last year, I was getting ready to run my very first challenge race, which, if you don't know what that is a 10K and a half marathon back to back. One day and one the next day, or the following day rather. I was suffering from a cold, a really bad head cold, and the temperature had randomly decided to be cold again. Now, it's kind of funny because the race is literally less than a week, and Florida has gone from 70, 80 on the verge of 90 degrees from last week, and now we're creeping into it should be 40 something on my race day. So life happens, life does what it wants. But what I'm trying to say is this time last year, I was really nervous about finishing the race to begin with. And if you go back and watch those vlogs for the race days, you know that I really did struggle in many different ways getting through those races. But I did it, and I didn't think I could, and I was very proud of myself, and I am still proud of myself to this day that I was able to do that. That said, even though I didn't consider myself very fit then, I am even less significantly fit than I was then now. And I'm not proud of that, but also something that I've had to really acknowledge is I had really little to no control in that. And it's not because I'm lazy, it's not because of anything. It's because and I've mentioned this before, I got injured early, late spring, and that stopped me from doing a lot of physical activity to the point where it hurt to literally just to function in general. And anyone who deals with chronic pain, I believe, can, relate to this. When you have something that's in pain all day, even whether you're standing or using it at all, and I'm not saying oh, I've worked out this muscle. I mean, literally, no amount of pain reliever is fixing it, that it stops functioning anything, And that really put me back. So when I did eventually start to heal, because I'm still not 100% healed from it, it's a lot better, stronger, but it's nowhere near where it was a year ago. I was able to recover, but I wanted to focus on being able to function while still getting better. And so unfortunately, running, racing, all of that kind of took the back burner. Now this year in 2025, my fitness goals have changed a lot. In the past, it's been, I want to be faster and stronger where I was last year. Now, that's not the case at all. It's, I want to be strong, period. I want to learn how to recover from my injuries, because there's other small things that I've noticed as I've become less fit and less active. There's more things that I've noticed that have gotten worse because I'm not working them out, because I'm not constantly keeping that muscle. Because fun fact, as you get old, your body just decides to deteriorate, it happens. Something that's really motivated me, and I posted something about this on Instagram, is I have a baby niece, and I want to be able to run around with her and play with her and be ready for whatever whatever adventure she wants to take me on. I want to be ready for her and ready to go and be able to do that. And that's kind of my motivation. Her and also my other Disney nieces and nephews, my friends' kids. I want to be able to pick them up and play with them and, you know, provide enrichment and magical happiness in their lives, you know, and even the kids that I play with as well. So my goals have kind of changed from I want to be faster, I want to run more, I want to do another half marathon, to I want to be able to live longer, you know, and which is not something that I thought that I would say at the age of 35, but like, that's something that I want to do. You know, I want to be able to be stronger and healthier and all this other stuff. And so that has affected the little to no training that I have done for this 10K coming up. I will admit, most of me not training has just been because the holiday season was truly crazy. And then when January hit, we were gone for a week, and then I got sick for like 2 weeks. So I haven't really had the best year. February's been good. Cross my fingers. So far, February's been good. But like, I want to be able to be more mindful movement in everything that I do. Like, not in a sense of, oh, I'm doing this because I need to get a workout in, but more so like, what does my body need today? And also really pushing. There was a time where I focused a lot on nutrition. And when it comes to like post recovery and right before a workout, I focus on nutrition, but I don't really do that in a day-to-day basis. And that is something that I also really want to try, is focusing on what are some vitamins and things, not necessarily supplements, because like I don't like taking supplements. I'd rather take something like, you know, in a protein shake, or in like, you know, just like eating more foods, you know, like good foods that are good for me is what I'm trying to say, you know, and all of that other stuff. So that's kind of like my goals are, and I hope that can be a little motivating to you, if whoever is watching this, that you can kind of look at your goals, and also know that like something that I've struggled with is goals change. Like, I like to set a goal and I like to stick with it. I kind of use my Goodreads challenge as like a good example in how goals will change, because sometimes you're able to read through a lot of books, and sometimes you're only able to read through a couple of small books, and that's okay because you made an effort. And if you have to modify that, then that's all right, you know. My goals are high for reading books this year, but I haven't been reading as often as I did last year. So I'll probably be modifying that. And again, that's okay. Because like in the end, the purpose of being fit and like getting into fitness for me is, it all started with like a sense of control, because I felt like I was losing kind of control in so many different aspects of my life. And what I did with my time when I came home, you know, or first thing in the morning, working out or whatever, was something that I control, and it helped deal with my anxiety. And although being fit does still help, I don't have to be running 2 miles every single morning, or coming home and doing a 30-minute, you know, Pilates workout. I can go for a walk. I can do a light stretch and do those recovery movements that I've learned from hurting myself in my injury. And those are still, that still works. That's still mindful movement. That's still taking care of your body, you know? And also something as a woman I've been really focused on this year in the last couple of months is training / living with my cycle, you know, like, you know, some weeks I'm going to be ready to take on the world, and some weeks I'm going to want to curl up into a ball and not do anything, and kind of preparing for that, whether it be making sure there's food that's easy and ready to be made for myself or my husband, you know, or like just mentally preparing, like, okay, this is this week, because I'm also injury prone right before. And so I have to be careful and make sure I'm doing my stretches and all that other stuff. But anyway, all this to try and say that, like, yes, there's not going to be as many fitness vlogs here or fitness posts on my Instagram as much as I'd like, but I want each post to be, instead of it just being like a check-in of, hey, I did a workout today, having it be more of a, hey, you know, I did something that I'm really proud of myself for doing today because I wasn't able to do this before, or I didn't have the time to do this before. So yeah, I just wanted to get on and say that. And if you like this video, go ahead and like it. And if you didn't, that's okay too. I am going to be running, like I said, the 10K, And I'll be filming an expo video as well on my other channel. And don't worry, my racing days are 100% not over. After like not running since Wine and Dine, I ran my first 1 hour run a week ago, and I felt like I was flying. It was amazing. So I am in no way done running anytime soon. But I hope you have a wonderful day today, and thank you so much for watching.